I mean, I was on the edge of making walks, but could never do it. But then the techniques that you showed pushed me over the top. And then 2 weeks later after taking the class, I hit my first GC.
Man, I was struggling with my brisket. Of all things, it kind of dropped off the map. And so I thought, you know, if I can get some tips from Arnie, get myself back on track. And sure enough, man, when we took the class, and actually all three of our meets popped up, and we hit some RGCs and GCs pretty quick right after that.
Well, before I took your class, Arnie, I was struggling, to be honest with you. You know, it's just, I mean, I was always donating. I hardly ever walked, you know. So I just decided that I needed to take some classes to see what people that were winning all the time were doing.
I didn't really know Arnie at the time, but I'd heard a lot of great things about him, what he had done, you know, throughout his career in the barbecue world. And I wanted to go and try to up my game, learn some things that I could take back to what I was already doing, and just get better at competition barbecue.
I took Arnie's first class, and I still go back and look at the notes and, you know, tweak this, tweak that, you know, if I need to. And it just gives you a little extra edge, I think, on top of your other competitors who haven't taken the class.
The competitiveness in the competition world is so high that you have to take that class or continuing education to better your results. Even doctors take continuing education, and they're doctors. So why wouldn't a cook have to take more classes, more education to better their results? It's no different.
You know, being a former teacher and a coach, we used to go to clinics all the time to make our practices better, make our game preparation better. So anytime you get an opportunity to take a class like Arnie's, I would definitely go do it for backyard or competition.
The process is more than just putting a piece of meat and putting a rub on that piece of meat. You actually have to put time and effort, and these classes that they're putting on will get you the information you need on down from moisture to tenderness to how do you plate this piece of meat to make it more appealing to the judge who's going to taste it.
I think when you go to Arnie's class, you get a whole full gamut. He's going to tell you everything that he does. He's going to walk you all the way through from prepping the meat, you know, going injections, everything like that, and it really opens your eyes to everything that's out there.
He doesn't hold back. He lets you know everything. At first you sit there and you say, is he really going to tell me everything? And as you go through the experience of the class, you realize he's not holding anything back.
It's kind of amazing how some of the smallest details can make a huge difference in your cooking ability. Anywhere from meat selection all the way through the final product. Just little tidbits, little techniques. You know, even though they may be small, you know, for the competitive cook, so it can make a big difference in the overall outcome.
It takes you from A to Z. It doesn't matter what level of a cook you are. Taking this class will take you from A to Z and everything in between and after. If you're a backyarder and you're trying to get in competition and be on the stage, that class there will get you where you need to be.
Anybody that asks me, I recommend it. Not only the class, but even afterwards. Anytime I needed a question, you were just a phone call away, email, text. So not only did you get all the learning during the class, but even after the class, it still goes on.
This day and age, to be not only in the top 10, but be consistently in the top 10, you have to take some sort of class because somebody always knows more than you do.
I think that if you want to up your game, I mean, you know, you're going to have to take classes or just to figure out what people are doing. You know, why are people walking? Why are they consistently walking? And some of us are sitting down. So if you want to up your game, you need to take a good class. And I think yours was a very good one.
I'll tell you this, we've been doing it 3.5 years now, and it's getting tougher and tougher to get consistent walks. The cost of the class seems like a lot when you first look at it, and then when you go to your next comp and you get your first walk and your first $500 first place, you paid yourself back, and it doesn't take long.
I'd recommend it to any backyard, any cook, any seasoned cook. You never learn enough, and you can always learn.
It's been a couple of years since I've taken this class. We still talk. He still gives me advice. I encourage you, if you want to take a class, his class would be one to take.